City of North Miami, and happy Women's History Month. And thank you, the women on the dais, including Madam Clerk, for the wonderful reception. And thank you for the legacy and everything that's going on as we celebrate First Lady Kamala Harris, the first female Vice President of the United States and the first African American Supreme Court Justice of our country. Yes, yeah, indeed, yes, Danielle Levine Carver. So a lot of first trailblazers we have. So Madam Clerk, roll call, please.
Mayor Alex Deselme,
Here.
Vice Mayor Estimate Irvin,
Present.
Councilman Scott Galvin.
Here.
Councilwoman Timothy.
Here.
Councilman Charles.
Present.
Mayor, you have a quorum to proceed.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. We will have the Pledge of Allegiance by Major D. Roman from the North Miami Police Department, followed by an invocation by Rabbi Joe Lane from Temple Beth Moshe. Thank you.
Stand, please. Please place your right hand over your heart and repeat after me. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please be seated. Sorry if I turn my back, okay? I'm turning my,
Yes, go ahead.
okay. First, before anything, want to ask that God bless everyone here. Right now, it's right before a Jewish holiday called Passover and Easter. For Passover, it's about our Exodus, it's about freedom. For Christians, it's about freedom of sin. So it's both about freedom. But if I may, I'd like to make a special prayer for our chief who has just retired, for being just such an amazing asset to this community. May his family only have health and happiness. May he have a great future. For our chief now, who is such a wonderful addition, may he have a great, I'll use the term tenure here in our city. We all know about his amazing accomplishments. For our city manager who is now with us, all of them should be blessed. Very simply, a lot of people want a lot of things. The most important thing for people, just like you know when they talk about when you're on an airplane, to put the mask on yourself first, everyone has to take care of themselves and put themselves first. It sounds selfish, but it's not. If you're happy, then other people around you will be healthy and happy. So take care of yourself, do the things that are important for you, and then you can make the people around you healthy and happy. All of you should be blessed with a wonderful holiday season, and we have to thank our wonderful commission and all of our officers who help keep our community safe and give us the freedom that these two holidays represent. Thank you and be well.
Thank you, Rabbi. Thank you so much. Madam Manager, well, which, Madam Assistant Manager, is the agenda any addition, deletion, amendment, or deferral to the agenda?
No additions or deletions.
Mr. Attorney, are we good?
Yes, Mayor, the agenda is set. You may proceed.
Thank you. There are several special presentations followed by city announcements by Ms. Tracy Pollock, and then we'll have appointments. So let's go down for special presentation.
All right, good evening, everyone. Again, welcome to our councilwoman. This month is such a beautiful month. We're going to be celebrating women. But before we do that, we're going to get into a very serious subject. If any of you came to the bike ride, you know that one of the reasons that we had our bike ride was for the colon cancer awareness month. And so we have a proclamation. And I said good evening, and I didn't introduce it. I am your Vice Mayor, Mary Esme Irvin. I'm sure you know that, but for those of you who are watching. So we have a proclamation for this awareness. So whereas cholera cancer is a second leading cause of cancer death in the United States among men and women combined, and whereas the cancer is one of the few cancers that can prevent with timely screening, but 1 in 3 eligible Americans are not up to date on screening, and whereas cancer is estimated to be the #1 cancer killer for the age of 20 to 49 by 2030. And whereas Black Americans are 20% more likely to be diagnosed with cholera cancer and about 40% likely to die from the disease after others groups. Whereas cholera cancer is expected to account for 11% of cancer death among Hispanic men and 9% cancer death amongst Hispanic women. And whereas screening colonoscopy rates have still not returned to pre-COVID-19 levels. Whereas the national goal established by the National Cholera Cancer Roundtable is to strive to increase timely cholera cancer screening rates to 80% in every community for all Americans eligible for screening. Whereas observing Cholera Cancer Awareness Month during this month of March would provide a special opportunity to increase awareness and offer education and the importance of early detection and screening. Now, therefore, in consideration, the Mayor Alex Esme, Vice Mayor Mary Esme Irvin, Councilman Scott Galvin, Councilwoman Cassandra Timothy, Councilman Franz Pierre, and on behalf of the residents, do whereby declare this month Cholera Cancer Awareness Month in the city of North Miami. And one of the reasons why this is so important, this is information that's so important, and you heard all the stats. I'm actually living with, or my mother has been diagnosed with stage 4 cancer, and where our families actually go into this. So I have been talking to everyone and make sure that you take preventive measures, especially if this runs in your family. So if you're watching at home, if it runs in your family, you can start from the age of 30 to start doing it. If not, I think they're recommending 40 to 50 years old to have that awareness. So we'll take a picture. Now, with happier stories, we're celebrating women, like we've mentioned. So I hope that you enjoyed the reception that the 3 beautiful women that represent you did. Thank you for Councilwoman Timothy that came up with the idea, and our elected clerk, Vanessa Joseph. And we all have women. Thank you. We are all honoring women, but I'm going to start with mine. So the woman that I'm honoring is probably not a stranger to a lot of you, but I'm going to just reintroduce her to others. Guylaine Berry is an agent of change. She is a mother, a Haitian immigrant Black woman. She founded and produced, hosts Cause Femmes, a syndicated show, and have been providing hope through airwaves since 2006. Entrepreneur, infinite possibility, certified trainer and trailblazer, consultant, life coach, speaker, licensed real estate agent, life and health insurance broker, and owner of Sac Passe Media. So help me today as we take pride in honoring one of our very own that is a product of this community, Guylaine Berry. If you would come up, please, and be recognized. And so today, and you've heard a lot of the things I said, we are proclaiming this day to be her day here in the city of North Miami.
All the glory be to God. And whatever you do in life, don't give up and be hopeful. And today I want to thank the mayor and council and those 3 beautiful ladies that are leading North Miami. Vice Mayor Mary Estime Irvin, Councilwoman Timothy, and Madam Clerk Vanessa. Thank you for all the work that you do, and also staff and the city residents and business owners. Thank you all. I feel blessed to be here today.
And we have beautiful flowers for you as well. Be patient with us. It's going to be long, but these women are well worth it. Okay, the second lady, or young lady, that I have the privilege of recognizing today is actually a native, almost basically native born here in North Miami, and also my neighbor. But Sandy Lila was raised in North Miami, a few blocks away from Gratney Elementary North, and she attended North Miami Middle and High School, where she attended all 3 grade school. She is a lease manager for the City of Miami Department of Real Estate and Asset Management, where she assists and manage an estimate budget of $17 billion of real estate portfolio. She has over 15 years of public and private contract management experience from municipal to county government. Sandy was also a North Miami Youth Opportunity Board intern and a recipient of the Bill Carr Youth Recognition Award and the North Miami Lucy Scholarship. Please help me recognize Sandy Lila. Yes. So whereas every March, a Women's History Month provide an opportunity to honor generations of trailblazers, women and girls who have built our nation and shaped our progress and strengthened our characters as people. And there's a lot of whereas. She's just a great, phenomenal woman, and today is her day.
Thank you. I'm very honored. Have a good day.
Me and Sandy were YOBs together at MOCA. Good evening, everyone. My name is Councilwoman Cassandra Timothy, and I have the honor of representing District 2 in the city of North Miami. And throughout the month of March and every single day of the year, we celebrate Women's History Month. The 2023 theme is celebrating women who tell our stories. And in North Miami, we wanted to celebrate women in advocacy. Women in our communities working tirelessly and making an impact. This Women's History Month, as I reflect on the achievements of women and girls across this country and in North Miami, Today, we're paying tribute to pioneers who have paved the way. They are our mothers, our sisters, our aunts, our girlfriends. Let us celebrate them. Let us clap for them. Let's love on them. And today, I have the honor of celebrating 3 fabulous women who I have had the honor of seeing them and seeing them work and seeing them tell their stories. And some I don't even know personally, but as I journeyed, this past 2 years as councilwoman, I've seen them in our community. I've seen them interact with different individuals, and I am in awe of them. And the first one is Miss Jeannie Montprier. Miss Jeannie, if you can come up. She is the CEO and chairwoman of From Circle to Diamonds, Inc. She's an author of Molded and Molded by Fire, which is in her 3rd book on the way. She's an advocate for human trafficking, a mentor, a motivational speaker, a translator, event coordinator, an instructor, and a mother. And today we honor you, Ms. Jenny, in the city of North Miami.
I have to say thank you to my Creator. It's not about me, it's not about Him. And I would like to thank you, ladies. I call you Cassie. I call my sister, and I call my daughter. She knows who she is, the clerk. I'm sorry. When you pray for people, they are your sisters, they are your daughters, and they are everything for you. And thank you for the honor bestowed upon me. And I'm happy to see you have one of my former students here working at the city. And thank you. Those of you who are here, when God gives you a call, you have to answer. It's not about you, it's about Him. And we need more women to fight for those who are suffering. Those ladies who are suffering domestic violence, those child sexual abuse, and human trafficking, please be an advocate. And the men here, please stand with your women. Thank you.
Congratulations. Next on my list, I don't see her here, but I still want to honor her and mention her name is Winnie Tang. She is a true community advocate. She is the CEO and president of Florida Asian Services, NANE, an advocate for Asian Pacific Americans. She's an organizer for citizenship and voter programs, and she has worked tirelessly in our North Miami community. And Winnie, I know you couldn't be here tonight, but I still wanted to honor you and say your name in a room full of people who are here celebrating women tonight. We can clap for Miss Winnie Tang. And last, but definitely not least, Miss Sandra Dennis. She is the executive director of the Miami Worker Center. She is active in her community. She is the founder of Envase Ensemble, an organization that engages, connects, and builds power amongst Haitian American millennials. She serves as the senior vice president for the Urban League of Broward County Young Professionals Network, a St. La fellow like myself, and she has committed herself to social justice. And her life mission is to dismantle systems of oppression and for the liberation of all people. And I must give a little story about Miss Dennis. I had to be 2 months on the job, and she put my feet to the fire. And they were, residents in my district were being displaced because of a building that was being erected. And when I tell you, she called me night and day and advocated for our residents here in the city of North Miami and got them additional funding so that they could be relocated. So Ms. Dennis, I honor you, I celebrate you, and I thank you.
Thank Thank you so much. Just a few words. Thank you so much for the city of North Miami. We call it an inside-outside gang, where you have outside folks on the outside pushing and supporting folks on the good folks on the inside who really want to get the work done. I am one of 4 girls. I grew up with my mom. I really believe in the power of women to not only uplift themselves but entire communities. So who run the world's girls? And thank y'all so much.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Vanessa Joseph, and I am your elected city clerk here in the city of North Miami. I'm really happy that Councilwoman Cassandra Timothy presented on the theme this year for Women's History Month, because as she said, we are celebrating the women who tell our stories. We're celebrating the advocates who are fighting for us. We're celebrating the women in government who are making things happen. We're celebrating women in media and advocacy just all around. And so I wanted to focus on women who are telling the stories of the people of our city. And I think oftentimes it's so easy to do so much work and not be thanked for it and not be celebrated for the sacrifices that you have to make. And so I want to, before I introduce the women that I'm honoring, I want to remind us that Women's History Month is not a time when we say women empowerment and just say the word and keep it moving. It's an action. It's something that you have to be extremely, extremely intentional about. You can't just say it and walk away. You can't just say it and pretend. And so I really want us to be intentional this month and every single month about empowering women, lifting up the voices of women, and taking on the issues that affect women, including things like the gender wage gap and all the other inequities that exist in our system. So to start off with a woman who tells the stories of our residents, I want to start off by honoring Sarah McDevitt. She's a go ahead and clap. Give her a clap. A North Miami homeowner for 19 years with her husband, Prince. North Miami small business owner. She started at home and actually moved into a rental space in the city for a few years. And in 2011, she purchased their current location in a downtown corridor. She's a member and current chair of the Parks and Recreation Commission, a member and chair of the Downtown Action Plan Advisory Committee, vice president of Friends of Enchanted Forest, a year-old nonprofit that works to promote and protect the gem of a park that is in our city. And she participates in Irons Manor and Know Me Neighbors homeowners associations. She is a Catalyst Miami graduate and a current member of the Catalyst Miami Community Prosperity Organizing Group, a transit advocate and organizer and site leader for 2 North Miami locations for the annual International Coastal Cleanup. 2023 will be her 8th year as a host. She is a super proud mom of 2 amazing, fantastic North Miami native teens, one of whom is here, and she is certainly honored and always so proud to be a member of the North Miami community and always stands up for what she believes in and what she believes her community needs. So thank you, Sarah. Come on up.
Okay, well, something probably most of you here don't realize is I actually really hate public speaking. I despise it, and it makes me so nervous, but I really love this community. I'm so thankful that I've been embraced by this community and have been able to participate. I never imagined myself a community advocate ever. It's just kind of, whenever I see things that I feel like need a change, I spring to action. But I thank everybody here for supporting me, and thank you for acknowledging. Thank you so much.
So as a quick aside and a civics lesson, in most municipalities, the proclamations are processed through the city clerk's office, and then of course the council signs it. In this city, it's not done that way, and I usually never sign. So what's extra special about my honorees is that they have my signature on their proclamation, so you're welcome. All right, so this second one, I would love for her to tell her story herself. I think she's just an incredible human being and has a story that I think should be shared, a story of strength, a story of courage, and a story of perseverance. Also a Sagittarius, so we love that for her. Robin Tisdall is an advocate for North Miami. Robin has been a North Miami resident for almost 20 years, having moved here from Chicago, where I was born, girl, and being raised in Shreveport, Louisiana. Robin graduated from Texas A&M University with a Bachelor in Science and Agricultural Development. After graduating, she worked in Washington, D.C. Her time in D.C. spurred her to join the Carol Moseley Braun presidential campaign. While there, Robin became one of the youngest national campaign finance directors. The Braun campaign opened the door for Robin to work for various candidates and Democratic issues, thus bringing her to Florida. Robin decided to transition from the political field to the classroom, and she shifted her political organizing skills to classroom management, first at North Miami Middle School, taught the Tigers for 7 years, then moved to Alonzo and Tracy Morning Senior, home of the Sharks, to teach AP U.S. history. During Robin's time in the classroom, she became aware of a gap in recreational programming for preteens and teens. Robin sought ways to be more impactful to the youth of North Miami since leaving the classroom to raise a family alongside her husband, Doug. She is the mother to Marshall, 9, and Lincoln, 6. Robin has joined several community organizations to increase access to enriching programs for our community's young people, primarily focusing on preteens and teens. Overall, Robin is a dedicated and passionate individual who has significantly contributed to various fields and continues to create positive change in her community. So help me to celebrate Robin Tisdall.
Thank you so much. First, I want to thank Vanessa so very much for this. And additionally, Councilwoman Timothy and Vice Mayor Mary Estimes Irving. Sorry, I have to get it all out because I like the whole word, right? The whole name. So I hadn't actually planned on saying a whole lot other than thank you and having a seat. But as I was listening to Vanessa introduce me, and then also my son, Marshall asked me what was I going to say, and I was like, okay, well, good question. Let me think about it. Right, say something. So I asked him what I should say, and he told me that I should say women power. So I think I feel like that's I'm raising a strong young man who will advocate for women. And that, I think, is one of the biggest roles that I was put on this earth to do. And I have a daughter who's waving. Hi, Lincoln. Who I don't have to worry about at all. She'll be an advocate just because. But also what my bio doesn't mention, and Vanessa alluded to, and there was a long conversation about this, is this past year I actually was diagnosed with breast cancer. And I have been through, since July, 4 surgeries, a double mastectomy, a reconstruction that failed, chemo, blah, 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 all the things, right? All to say that today I stand before you cancer-free. So we believe, so we hope. And I've done It's been quite a road. I'm grateful and thankful for everything, and I've learned to stand up, and please forgive me for my language, but I have to. I have to embrace that I am a badass, and I am raising 2 badass kids. Thank you so much.
And last but certainly not least, this person was going to be here anyway because she's here for just about every council meeting, and we love that. And, you know, this is someone who tells the stories of our residents, really of our children as well. And so I'd like to tell you a little bit about Karen Taggart de Leon. Karen Taggart de Leon learned the importance of community and human connection as the daughter of a Holocaust survivor. Her childhood in Northern California and New York City taught her the power of an individual to affect change. She cherished helping our senior citizen residents as a social worker at the North Miami Foundation and is grateful to the City of North Miami for the opportunities that it gives its residents to participate in local government. She and her husband built up Sailboards Miami to become the #1 rated non-motorized water sports business in South Florida. As a parent, all of these factors came together as she discovered her ability to advocate for her daughter and to create connections citywide. Karen's community participation has included being an inaugural executive board member with David Lawrence Jr. K-8 and Alonzo and Tracy Morning High School PTSAs, where she coordinated city, county, and state representatives to install a sidewalk and a crosswalk for students' safe passage. She served on North Miami Parks Commission and on her neighborhood association board for many years. They refused to let her go. Recently, she assisted in the formation of the Friends of Enchanted Forest. Her next city project focuses on what she has learned as the Director of Development at the Education Fund to help her support North Miami Library's work to assist students with completing their FAFSA and enrolling in post-secondary education and training. Karen is grateful to the city for the honor of being recognized during Women's History Month. Help me celebrate Karen.
So, like, ditto to everyone that went before me and said, not my thing. Anybody who knows me, I'm in a dress. This is a statement. So women's history, you know, I started with, well, I got my degree here and I did that. And then I'm like, wait, no, history. And that's what this city is, isn't it? If we went around the room, all of us come from such different history. And yet we come here and we might disagree, as Pedro and I have many a time, right? And I have some others in the council and everybody, but we keep coming back because this is our community. And it's not a Republican community, it's not a Democrat, it's not a them versus us, it's our community. I am thrilled for the Robins of the world raising their children here, because when you're raised in this city, you identify with diversity. You identify with commitment. You identify with the ability to work hard and know that your voice will be heard, whether you're male, you're female, you're Creole, you're a Holocaust survivor's child. Okay, you just never know. And I thank everybody in this community for all the support. I thank you guys for always putting up with me, because I know I can irritate you, and I do apologize. It's not my thing. But I thank you sincerely. Thank you.
finally. Uh, to all the beautiful women that we have in here, I want to say more power to you. You guys are the backbone of society. I was raised by a single mom, which I miss dearly, and I see my mom in each and every one of you in here. But tonight, out of the many, we gotta pick a few. The first person that I am going to call in here is Miss Dinah Gay Dorville. Graduated from Florida International University, where she earned a bachelor's degree in psychology and 2 masters, one in clinical psychology and the other one in educational leadership, my thing. For 13 years, she went on to work for a grassroots organization where she provided services in community health, prevention, education, and worked closely with high schools and universities to provide an HIV/AIDS prevention education curriculum. For the past 18 years, she had the privilege of teaching students from K to 8th grade, and where we met many, many years ago at Natural Bridge Elementary, where she had my daughter for 2 years, 3rd and 4th grade. My daughter Natalie, she requested her presence, and she is here. And she trained teachers. She's a reading coach, providing educational workshop for the parents of Miami-Dade County Public School. And Dinah is the PR for the Association of Haitian Educators of Dade, which I am the immediate past president. And for that, and today, I'm so proud to call it Miss Dinah Gay Dorville Day in the city of North Miami. Miss Dinah.
Thank you, everybody. I'm very blessed to receive this honor from the city of North Miami, and I thank the North Miami Council for designating this honor, bestowing this honor upon me. I believe that teaching is a very humble but noble profession. And I also believe that we are all teachers because children are likely to live up to what we believe of them. And so like the Dalai Lama says, when educating the minds of our youth, we must not forget to educate their hearts as well. What's not mentioned in my bio is that I'm also the proud mother of a very beautiful and intelligent woman, future NYU grad. I just wanted to say, Julia, that you've always been my inspiration. Even when I was an out-of-field teacher, I learned everything that I know about teaching, honestly, from you. And I'm so proud of you. And I don't think I could have been the teacher that I am without you and the wonderful children that have come in and out of my classrooms. And so I'm very grateful to all of them.
You have to just walk down the aisle for the
All right. Now, for the next person, I think she need no introduction. Miss Judy Brown. Miss Judy Brown is a retired educator who taught in the Miami-Dade school system for 41 years. Miss Brown has a bachelor's degree in education from Albany State University, a master in public administration from Florida International University, and a master's degree in reading education from Nova Southeastern University. Ms. Brown, I went to Nova for my master's too. Ms. Brown served as the president of the North Miami Sunkist Grove Neighborhood Association. She also served on the Parks and Recs Board, served on the North Miami Senior Foundation Board. She is a strong advocate for the Library Board, where she has served for over 20 years, and I received an email from you that you would love to see that somebody else is being appointed. And I have some bad news for you. I did appoint you to serve on that board again. All right, so Miss Judy Brown is one who always work closely with police and educate our young folks about the danger of fireworks and try to keep them together from using illegal fireworks and celebrating events. Ms. Brown believes that it is our duty to give back and make North Miami a city where the quality of life is enjoyed by each of its residents. Ladies and gentlemen, Ms. Judy Brown.
Good evening. They say never give a teacher a microphone, but I'm not going to. I've retired. But I would like to thank the member of the diocese, especially the women, and everybody here for this honor. It's truly an honor. And I stand on the shoulders of so many other greats that have stood here and accepted this recognition. I love this city, and District 4 is my heart. I know sometimes we don't agree, but it's okay to disagree, because I'm going to always fight for not only District 4, but the city of North Miami, because like it has been said, this is a community where we have a very diverse population, and we live really well together. And that's one thing that I'm very proud of. And it's an honor for me. They say, give you your flowers while you yet live. So it is such an honor for me to be recognized by the newly leader of District 4. I look forward to working with him. I know he's an educator as well as a former educator, so we have that in common. So I know we're going to do great things. This is our city. We love our city, and we are going to work for the betterment of all of our citizens. And thank you again for this recognition.
Can we get all the honorees to come up front with us for one last photo? Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, right. Yeah, as tight as possible so we can fix that.
Table everything so table everything.
Really? After today? Oh, with the, I think you got the real one. Oh. Can we please exit quietly, Miss Paula? Go ahead. City announcements.
Okay. Good evening.
Good evening,
everyone. My name is Tracy Pollock, and I am presenting the announcements on behalf of the City of North Miami. The following are upcoming city events and other announcements. The City of North Miami will continue to celebrate Women's History Month by hosting more free events throughout the month of March. Visit northmiamifl.gov, celebrate for event details. Join North Miami Housing and Social Services Department in celebrating NOMI Golden Silver Seniors Program, a new transportation service offered by the department. The ribbon cutting celebration is tomorrow, Wednesday, March 15th, at Sunkist Grove Community Center, beginning 10 a.m. Moderated by Dr. Alan Mocha, we'll have a virtual conversation at Mocha on Wednesday, March 15th from 7 to 8:30 p.m. For details, visit mochanomi.org. Vice Mayor Mary Estime Irvin in partnership with the North Miami Commission for Women, will host NOMI Tea Party on Thursday, March 16th from 6:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. at the Mocha Paradise Courtyard. RSVP today at nomiteaparty.eventbrite.com. Join Councilman Pierre France Charles at the D4 Meet and Greet on Saturday, March 18th from 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. at Clyde Judson Community Center. In celebration of Women History Month, the community is invited to North Miami Public Library for a conversation with Black Archives History and Research founder of South Florida, Dr. Dorothy Fields, on Saturday, March 18th, beginning 2 p.m. Gear up for North Miami Parks and Recreation Department's 2023 Spring Camp, March 20th through March 24th, from 7:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. for children 6 to 14 years old. For details, call the Parks Department at 305-895-9840. Councilwoman Cassandra Timothy and Peerless Etiquette presents Mrs. Mommy's and Manners Etiquette class on Tuesday, March 21st from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Scott Galvin Community Center. RSVP online at mrsmommysmanners.eventbrite.com. In partnership with the North Miami CRA, Vice Mayor Mary Estime Irving is hosting the Women Empowered Network Luncheon on Thursday, March 23rd from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Register at Vice Mayor WEN luncheon.eventbrite.com for the free event. Mocha is partnering with Miami City Ballet for Impromptu, a Miami City pop-up performance series on Friday, March 24th from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. on the Mocha Plaza. Connect with North Miami Youth Council at the Youth Summit, Empowering Young Women on Thursday, March 30th from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. at the Scott Galvin Community Center for a women-led panel discussion designed to guide young women to success. To stay up to date with NOMI news and events, log on to North Miami website at northmiamifl.gov. Click on Connect with NOMI on the homepage to sign up for the city's newsletters. Also follow us on Facebook and Instagram at North Miami FL and on Twitter at NOMI News. This concludes the announcements. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Pollock. Madam Clerk, appointments?
Yes, we have an appointment for the Board of Adjustment, an appointment of Blythe Pierre-Louis to the Board of Adjustment. Let's see, this would be in the quote-unquote at-large, but it's not. It's by the council.
Motion to approve?
This
is at large.
Is there a second?
Wait, hold on. Who's the person? I'm sorry, madam.
Blythe Pierre-Louis. I believe this is somebody who already serves on the Board of Adjustment that we're reappointing, if I'm not mistaken.
Is this somebody's up here appointee, or
Was
how
that
does that
me?
work?
I think
Yes.
it was me.
Okay.
They're District 2 resident.
Oh,
They're applied. Yeah. So I'll move it.
Second.
I have a motion made by Vice Mayor Estime Irvin to approve the appointment of Blythe Pierre-Louis to the Board of Adjustment. The motion was seconded by Mayor Desilmay. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Item passes with a 5-0 vote. And this is the Citizens Investigative Board. This would be through Councilman Scott Galvin. I have here Jessica Schneider, who would be appointed to the Citizens Investigative Board. Is there a motion?
So moved. Second.
I have a motion made by Councilman Galvin to approve the appointment of Jessica Schneider to the Citizens Investigative Board. This motion was seconded by Vice Mayor Estime Irvin. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Item passes with a 5-0 vote.
Thank you, Madam. Thank you, Madam Clerk. Now, tab C.
Consent agenda.
Yeah, no. Oh, I thought that was
Yeah.
consent agenda.
No, no.
Oh, I'm sorry, Madam Clerk. Consent agenda.
Unless a member of the City Council wishes to remove a specific item from this portion of the agenda, tabs A through B constitute the consent agenda. These resolutions and items are self-explanatory and are not expected to require additional review or discussion. These items will be recorded as individually numbered resolutions adopted unanimously by the following motion: that the consent agenda comprised of tabs A through B be adopted.
So move.
Second,
Somebody seconded, I didn't hear it.
the mayor.
Okay. The mayor?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So I have a motion to approve the consent agenda made by Councilman Charles. The item was seconded by Mayor Desilme. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Item passes with a 5-0 vote.
Thank you, colleagues, and thank you, Madam Clerk. Item B was not supposed to be part of the consent, but since it was already too late, it was already published. It's just so staff would know, it's a policy that we just passed that city phones cannot have tic-tac on there as part of this ordinance, this resolution, which I think county and the city, and there's a bill right now in Congress that's already passed committee. The county passed their ordinance, I believe, last week. We're reading on that, so that's that. Thank you
Mr.
so much.
Mayor,
Yes, ma'am.
I didn't realize that that was a part of the consent agenda. I asked to be a co-sponsor to
Sure,
that.
absolutely.
So I just want to put that on the
Absolutely.
record.
Thank you. All right. Next item, tab C.
Tab C, a proposed resolution of the mayor and city council of the city of North Miami, Florida, authorizing the city manager to execute a ground lease agreement in substantially the attached form between the city of North Miami as landlord and Kayla at Library Place LLC as tenant for the 3 city-owned properties generally located at 13100 West Dixie Highway, 800 Northeast 132nd Street, and a triangular parcel located on 132nd Street between Northeast 8th Avenue and West Dixie Highway. Said properties are specifically identified with folio number 06-2229-049-040, 06-2229-049-040, and 06-2229-049-0520, along with associated air rights for a term of 70 years, providing for an effective date and all other purposes. Tab C.
Thank you so much, Madam Clerk. Mr. Attorney, when I spoke to the former interim city manager, I think we were at a conference and the agenda published. When I saw the item, I didn't know much about the item it was being placed. I don't know where members are, but I haven't know too much in terms of detail about this item, and I did ask the manager that I was gonna ask if we could defer the item for that I could be briefed properly or thoroughly on the item, because I do recall the last time this had came up. I was supposed to be briefed by the former manager, but either there was a miscommunication in terms of the back and forth. So I never properly, I know about it, I never properly understand or got briefed on it, and I just happened to see it, and it was Friday, and we did have the interim manager and I did have a conversation about it, but it was already too late in terms of the item. So that's me. I don't know where the rest of the board are in this, but that's my position in terms of that. I'll open it up. Go ahead.
Well,
I'm just-
Mr. Mayor,
don't
if
know
I
where
may.
to go, so go ahead.
So this project, I know it came before with the letter of intent, and there was some discussion. I know I had meetings with their team prior to this item coming forward, but there was some things that I wanted to get clarity from the board direction, because this project is 100% affordable, and this project, I wanted us to before we go back in, maybe we can give direction to staff. Would you want them to do the presentation? And then we can like have just a minor discussion, because I wanted to make sure that we ensure that the rates, the affordability period is in this, in the ground lease agreement. I wanted to ensure that we set the percentage for how affordable, like it's at 80, 120, 140, because when we say affordable, sometimes it's workforce. But I just wanted to make sure that we have that discussion, and as a body, we can decide to say, hey, we want this in this project, since it is, city-owned property and so forth. And if we're gonna continue it, yeah.
Yeah, I don't have any objection to it. I just don't know much about it, and I don't wanna, I don't know where they are, if they have, because I'm hearing, and I don't wanna say anything that's not incorrect in terms of the project. It is 3 parcel, including the chamber and the library and some other parts that.
Oh, no, the library's in this? No?
No?
No.
Which,
the library.
what is, please, isn't there a portion or
It's the parking lot.
the parking lot of the library?
It's across
Across the street? Oh, okay. During the election, that parking lot is,
Well,
I guess,
across
tied
the
to
street,
the
like
chamber.
across the street from where
From the library.
from the chamber, that piece, correct? Yeah. So it's in front of the high school.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
No, that was, the library was.
No.
not at all,
The parking lot in front of the library where we go and park in front of the North Miami Senior High School, that partial. So I don't know. It's up to the board. I just need to get a clarity. What is the project and the terms of the project?
Is there a motion?
So
Yeah.
that's my.
You want to continue it to
yes.
the next meeting?
Yes, I
Okay.
don't have any issue with that.
Move to continue.
Second.
All right, I have a motion made by Councilman Galvin to continue the item at tab C to the next council meeting. The motion was seconded by Councilman Charles. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? The motion passes with a 5-0 vote.
Yeah, the parking lot cannot be used.
Tab D, a proposed resolution of the mayor and city council of the city of North Miami, Florida, authorizing a change order to the existing professional services agreement between the city of North Miami and Bermelo Ajamil and Partners, Inc. for additional professional architectural and engineering services for the Cagney Park North project in an amount not to exceed $244,415 pursuant to request for qualifications number 33-18-19-A/E services for the Cagney Park North site, providing for an effective date and all other purposes. Tab D.
Thank you so much. Tab D, short presentation. I think we've heard. Okay, perfect. Open tab D for public hearing. Seeing none, move for approval.
Second.
I have a motion made by the mayor to approve the item at tab D. The motion was seconded by the vice mayor. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? The item passes with a 5-0 vote.
Thank you.
Tab E, a proposed resolution of the mayor and city council of the city of North Miami, Florida, authorizing the city manager and city attorney to negotiate and execute an amendment to the agreement between the city of North Miami and GPE Engineering and General Contractor Corps to include additional services for completion of the citywide sidewalk repairs project at an additional cost not to exceed $200,000, providing for an effective date and all other purposes. Tab E.
Tab E. Public hearing now open on tab E. Seeing none, public hearing is now closed.
Move for approval.
Second.
Councilman Galvin, was that you? For the second? Okay. I have a motion made by Vice Mayor Estime Irvin to approve the item at tab E. The motion was seconded by Councilman Galvin. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Item passes with a 5-0 vote.
Thank you.
Tab F, a proposed resolution of the mayor and city council of the city of North Miami, Florida, selecting the engineering company, LLC, as the consultant for the provision of owner's representative project management services, waiving competitive bidding in accordance with section 7-120, parentheses B, of the North Miami Code of Ordinances, further authorizing the city manager and city attorney to negotiate and execute an agreement between the city of North Miami and the selected consultant in an amount not to exceed $125,000, providing for an effective date and all other purposes. Tab F.
Thank you. Tab F now open for public hearing. Let's tab. Whistler, we good on tab F? You ain't saying nothing.
Yes, we're good.
Tab F is closed. Public hearing, members of the council.
Move for approval.
Second.
All right. I would have bet. I would have won.
I have a motion made by Vice Mayor Estimate Irvin to approve the item at tab F. The motion was seconded by Councilman Charles. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Item passes with a 5-0 vote.
Thank you.
Yes, we are on the record here. Citizen Forum is open at 8:14.
All right. Citizen Forum, Citizen Forum.
Seeing none coming. Yes, Miss
Yes,
Hilton.
yes.
Come on, make it. Go ahead, Beverly. Just for that, you get 3 minutes. But no, the only one.
No, I have more minutes now because
No,
I'm
no, no,
speaking
no. You
for the
gotta
rest
get
of the
3 minutes.
residents.
Paul, what did I say? Citizen Forum now open.
Go ahead.
Good evening, everyone. I came tonight, Beverly Hilton, 12495 Northwest 6th Avenue. I wasn't aware of the presentation. I'm sorry. I came this evening to thank you all for work you've been doing and to welcome our new city manager back to North Miami. Thank you for keeping it in-house. I'm happy to see her back. Also, you know, our chief is gone, and we want to keep it in-house, right? Right, Madam Manager? We want to keep it in-house, so, you know, our next chief in-house, okay?
Do you want us to keep it in-house?
Yeah, I want to keep it in-house. Or,
No.
yeah, our assistant chief, he's right here, ready to go. I would like to, someone that knows our city and know the resident and don't have to be trained. No, okay. Thank you very much. That's all I came to say. And to welcome back Rasha, our city manager. Thank you. Good job, guys. Have a
Thank
great
you.
weekend.
Thank you.
Oh my God, I don't even know what to say.
Move to adjourn.
No, you stop. Council report. Let's start on that note with District 1.
No report. Thank you.
District 2.
Just wanted to invite everyone again. I am hosting a etiquette class for Women's History Month, table etiquette for mommy misses. So if you have a niece or daughter, sorry Ben, it's this month we're celebrating the women. And I also want to wish my mommy a happy birthday. We'll be celebrating her tomorrow. That's it for me.
Oh, that's a nice. Thank you. District 3.
I'm going to make it short. But again, good evening, everyone. Again, happy Women's History Month. Please take out the time to honor the women in your lives, honor the women in your city and your community. Just want to thank everyone who joined us on another great gear bike ride. Thank you to DeKalb, to Miami-Dade County Public School STEM Advisory Board for sponsoring our water stop, to the Downtown NOMI Connect, to the team of Hope, North Miami Chambers. A special thank to North Miami PD for creating a safe route for us. Please join us again on April 8th. As you've heard, there's going to be a tea party on March 16th at 6:30 at MoCA. On the 23rd, we're having our 4th annual Women Empowerment Network Luncheon. So please sign up and come on. We're going to have if you were here last year, we had a great host, Sharon Henley, known as Charito. She's going to be our host again, our MC again. And we're going to have our keynote speaker is Eileen Bouclé. And we'll have other special guests. So please come out on March 30th. Let's support our youth. And they happen to be all women, our youth council. So on the 30th, they'll be hosting a youth summit empowering young women. This event will be held at the Scott Galvin Center at 6 p.m. And that's all I have for you guys tonight. I yield back, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Madam Vice Mayor. District 4, Councilman Charles.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, and I'll say hello to you all, and then thank you to all our beautiful women. Thank you for what you do, and for what you represent in society. Keep up the good work. I just want to invite each and every one of you, especially the women, Saturday to come out from 12 to 4 at the Judson and Clyde Center for a lovely meet and greet. There will be a lot of fun. Bring the kids and then come out and have fun. I think that's about it, Mayor. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Councilman Charles. For me, it's real quick. Parks and Rec, I saw the spring break camp. Madam Manager, please ensure that it's going at wherever that they have, if it's JCC or wherever.
And Keystone.
I know, but I'm just saying, just make sure that we have bodies there, or the registration is there. Also, with Women's Month, thank you again to the 3 wonderful elected official women on the dais for hosting this amazing reception we had earlier and honoring women who makes all of our lives as what we are an impact in our community. But I must remiss if I did not mention this. Melky Jean Wycliffe, sister, with her foundation, the Kama Foundation, and myself is hosting. Well, she's hosting with my office 15 women from our community. In fact, well, it's 17 because you added yours late. 17 women from our community that we have chosen. She asked us to nominate women from our community, where her foundation will be at the Scott Galvin Center at the end of this month, and they are doing a total makeover where they are buying clothes, makeup, doing a whole photo shoot for these amazing women for all that they do, and that's going to be on a special day for these beautiful, beautiful women. Thank you to Melky Jean and the Kama Foundation, and thank you for all that you do for our seniors and our women in our community. And also, last but not least, I have, and thank you to the cast from the CRA. After years and years of working, the blank cameras finally arrived on Fridays, and on last Friday, we have about 50 cameras that we have for residents of our great city, or anyone who need a blank camera. Please contact the mayor and council office, or your particular council member, and please, council members, you could just send me the names and we will definitely add them to the list. It's first come, first served, and we'll make sure within a couple weeks we will install this camera. And this is part of the Safer in D4 now, Safer in
Safer in the
Nomi.
city.
I like that. I might change that. I had Safer in Nomi, but Safer in the city. I might sound a little bit better, but okay, we'll work on that. But as part of that, of this initiative that we're going to launch next week. Again, thank you again, colleague.
Mayor, I'm sorry,
yes.
Two more
Go
things.
ahead,
I
go
forgot
ahead.
to say happy birthday to Wolan. Yeah, it was Wolan's birthday, and Chanel's 30th birthday too. So
Oh,
just want to,
wow.
yeah, all these March babies.
Oh my God.
What was going on 9 months before?
Oh, you stop.
COVID. I don't know.
Madam, go ahead.
I totally forgot to say one announcement. 2 nights from now at the McDonald's here on 125th and 6th, the teachers of North Miami Middle School will be behind the counter. They're going to be working the restaurant that night. They're calling it McTeachers. So McTeachers this Thursday, March the 16th, from 5 to 7 p.m. If you drop in and buy something to eat, a portion of the night's proceeds will go back to North Miami Middle School's programs, and you will be served by a math teacher or somebody like that. So,
nice.
McTeachers, please celebrate. Have some
good.
fun.
I like that.
Can I add my name too?
No, you're not.
Yeah.
No, Madam Clerk.
So I want to wish Walo a happy birthday, 'cause I don't know who Wola is. But I guess we should also wish Sam Brinson a happy birthday, and or belated maybe. I really want to especially wish Will Joseph from IT a very happy birthday. Will and Claude have been doing an incredible job balancing so much, and especially in my office with the various changes and the different things that we need to kind of be more efficient and streamlined and really responsive to the residents. So I want to take this opportunity to sincerely thank Wilnig Joseph, and of course you, Claude, but a huge happy birthday to Will. Hype your mans up. That's right. That's your colleague, y'all. And then also welcome back to our city manager, Rasha Kamo. And finally, props and shout outs to our woman interim assistant chief, Diana Roman. And that's all I have for today. I don't think she's here, but.
Awesome. Thank you, Mr. Attorney.
No report, sir.
Yay. That's a nice wallet. I like that. Nice. Yay. Assistant manager, and then we'll go to the manager. No, it's not whatever. No, go ahead.
No problem. So, Mayor, the one thing that we do need to make sure we mention, the next meeting, which is scheduled for the 28th, Tuesday, we won't have a quorum, so the Wednesday, the 29th, is a proposed
the following
date for the meeting.
Okay. Due to the National League of Cities,
Right.
majority of us will be up in DC. So the proposed date will be the next day.
The next day.
So
Wednesday, the 29th.
The 29th. Okay, what times? 7? Can it be 6 or it has to be at 7? Oh my God. Okay.
It's a special meeting.
It's a special meeting.
I forget the date, the time, but you can change it for a special meeting.
You can?
You
can.
for a little bit earlier.
Will we have items to go on the agenda? Do we have that?
Yes, we do. It won't be long.
We hope to make it as light as tonight.
Okay, no,
Yeah,
that's
we
fine.
make it light. I
So
think
what
it's
time?
We don't know. What time do you want it to be?
Just
Do
call
we
it-
have an executive
call
session?
it-
No.
Yeah, let's call it 7 just to keep everybody.
Oh my
Okay.
God, Scott.
So 7?
No, Lord. Okay. Jesus.
So Wednesday?
Wednesday
the
at
29th
7.
At
they
7
say.
p.m.? Okay.
Yeah, they say 7. I don't complain.
No
We
CRA,
11.
no CRA that night.
But
Okay.
we until 12. Don't say that.
The only other thing to report is just to honor all the other women that are here, and thank you all for having such a nice event. And welcome back to Rasha as our city manager.
Oh, thank you. Awesome.
So
A motion to adjourn?
No, what about Russia?
Rasha,
No, you're right.
Oh,
You good?
Rasha, I'm sorry. Let's get the date.
The mayor made a motion
Congratulations on
to
your
adjourn.
manager.
Mayor
Here
made
you
a
go.
motion to adjourn.
so move.
And I guess Councilman Charles seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries with a 5-0 vote, and it is 8:27. Good night.